Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
It's PBA basketball from Triangle Media for tonight's matchup between the River Region Generals and the Dothan Snipers. And the opening tip is controlled in the backcourt there by the Snipers. They'll work with the basketball first in the half court to our left in the dark uniforms. And begin with a quick tray from the corner to get on the board. So Tez Cole with the quick strike from distance. And the Snipers with the 3-0 head start as the River Region Generals go to work offensively and try to match, but can't connect on that three-point try. Second chance for the Generals. This time they'll work their way into the lane, but still unable to convert. Good defensive stop inside from the Snipers. And another three on the fast break as the Snipers with a quick 6-0 head start here in the opening minute tonight. A pair of threes on their first two possessions. And now a foul call. As David Frost got knocked down around the foul line there for the Generals. Snipers get called for a foul on the defensive end, and the Generals will inbound. Brown on the attack. Shot blocked from behind. A late whistle, though, will send Keon Brown to the free throw line for River Region. So our first foul shots of the night, and for the Generals, they'll try to use them to get on the board here. Both free throws good. And the Generals off the steal. Fire up the three ball that comes up short. And the Snipers clear it out. Fast break attempt for the Snipers, but that outlet pass intercepted by Brown. Running shot in the lane doesn't come close. And the whistle. They're going to call the foul against the Snipers, which was a bit of a surprise. Another late whistle, and Kyle Roberts will go to the line. Got bailed out a bit on that off-balance shot. And Roberts sinks the first free throw. Right now the Generals doing their work from the free throw line as there's a foul against Jarvis Frost, hacking in the backcourt. Trying to get a steal from Tyreek Granger. Instead the Generals called for the defensive foul in the full court press. Snipers lead 6-4 early on here in the first quarter. And they'll turn it over. Generals with the steal. Chance to tie here for River Region. Bit of a chaotic possession for the Generals. Brown creates some space and gives off to Frost. Brown now on the pull-up, can't connect. And the rebound secured by the Snipers. They'll get it across. Floater in the lane falls, and the Snipers with the 8-4 lead. That's their first 2-point field goal of the game. Snipers opened up with back-to-back threes on their first 2 possessions. They'll get another basket to go. And it's a 4-point edge for the Snipers. Roberts with the drive and the kick, but first a foul. And it looks like an offensive one against River Region. There was a collision leading to Octavius Thomas of the Snipers there holding his head over by the baseline as he got popped in the face. And an offensive foul against the Generals. That pass was off the mark, but it still sticks with the Snipers. Thomas's 3 is no good. Another offensive board here for the Snipers. Thomas gives it off. That 3-pointer rims in and out, and the Snipers come up empty on the possession. Missing a pair of threes. And a foul that will this time send the Snipers to the free throw line for the very first time this evening. The Generals have gotten to the line a couple times already. And now the first time at the line for the Snipers, Neal misses the opening attempt. Falling down was Brown. Lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover on the Generals. The dump off to the baseline. Nice adjustment, but Granger couldn't finish, at least not on the first try. Cleans up his own miss. Granger gets the putback, and the Snipers lead 11-4. Nearly midway through the first quarter. Off-balance shot from the elbow doesn't go for Frost. He fell down, the shot didn't, and here's a leak out for the Snipers, but they can't convert on the transition try. On the baseline drive, that shot never came close for Greer. Pretty reverse up and good. Neal gives the Snipers a 9-point lead. Little hop step into the lane. Off balance shot doesn't strike iron for Roberts. And that 3-pointer buried on the fast break for the Snipers as they're up 12. Timeout on the floor midway through the first quarter, and the Snipers push their lead to 12 over the River Region Generals.
Tour be lit. First of all, to even be on tour, you gotta be one of the super duper flies.
People in Atlanta, they love Slutty Vegan, but like outside of Atlanta, it's crazy.
The adrenaline rush that you get from it is amazing.
We do celebrity events, casting calls, video shoots.
When they say it's fresh and ready to go, like it's fresh and ready to go. We do it all ourselves. No machines, no nothing. We literally just got flat tops, grills, and fryers.
Being on the road and being on tour specifically, it's like you're a celebrity.
Been to Boston, Tampa, Alabama a few times, North Carolina.
The fact that we are able to travel together is like a whole different relationship.
I like to call us like we're like Fast and Furious, right? Like it's, you know, we're on the road. We're not in expensive cars or muscle cars, but we're in a big giant yellow truck.
If somebody's got it and they're special and you see it, and you want to work somewhere where you can just be yourself, this the place. We make good tip money. You get to meet all types of people, and it's fun.
Out of the timeout, Generals with the basketball, trailing by 12 here in the first quarter. Trying to halt the momentum of the Snipers. And a nice stop as Bristol contested at the rim for the Snipers to get the defensive stop on that end of the floor. It's a 10-0 run for the Snipers, pushing their lead to double figures. They're unable to add on this trip down the floor. Roberts with the floater. Well, let's call it a pass. And the Generals get back on the board. A rare field goal for the Generals, who've done their work mostly from the free throw line tonight. Second chance here for the Snipers. Oh, what a good find as Jordan Neal was left alone on the baseline. And Neal gets the easy lay-in on the second effort. Generals have to take a timeout. Snipers back up by 12 with 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. Out of the timeout. Snipers with the basketball down by 12. Pardon me, the Generals with the basketball down by 12. Snipers in front here in the first quarter. And a nice steal with the help defense for the Snipers. Alley-oop. The running shot comes up short, but the putback is good. The Snipers have done a good job cleaning up the glass here in the opening frame. They're up by 14. Snipers scored on their very first possession, hitting a three-pointer, and have not looked back since. Turnaround shot for Greer, too strong off the window. The Generals one and done. Three-pointer, and Melton buries it. It's a 17-point lead for the Snipers here in the first quarter. And this has been so far pure dominance. Step back jumper, that's a tough look. And the Generals couldn't get it to go. A foul against the Generals will send Des Cole to the free throw line here for the Snipers. Eighteen-point lead for the Snipers late in the first stanza. And another steal for the Snipers. The Generals with a few too many turnovers early on, not helping their cause. And another foul against River Region as well on the fast break. Some more free throws forthcoming for the Snipers, as this time David Morris will step to the line. And the first will rattle in. And he hits both. 20-point lead for the Snipers. That three-pointer is good, much needed for the Generals. The baskets have not been falling for them. And a good response on the other end as Jordan Neal hits a three of his own. Now Neal will try it again from distance. Can't hit this triple try. Generals with the basketball down 20. Strong take to the rack for the finish by Kyle Roberts. Makes it an 18-point game. Final 2 minutes of the opening quarter. And a tough pull-up jumper from Morris. The Snipers getting whatever they want on the offensive end. Everything falling for them to begin tonight. And they've been playing some scrappy defense too, getting another theft. On the fast break, a little give and go for the lay-in. Snipers lead by 22. Tripling up the Generals here on the scoreboard. And a foul out beyond the three-point line as Neal grabbed a hold of Roberts. Just so the Snipers could get some subs in here with a minute 20 left in the first quarter. And getting ripped to the basketball was Brown. He turns it over. Another nice steal for the Snipers. And the basket, but we have a whistle. Is it going to be a charge or a block? Looks like a blocking foul. Count the basket, and one for Condre. And Condre trying to walk off that fall. Flexing out his legs a little bit as he awaits the free throw attempt.
Whoa! Personal foul.
What the feezy?
You can't use a beard trimmer below the 50-yard line. This is the waterproof lawnmower 4.0 by Manscaped.
What's the difference?
It's got new skin-safe technology to help reduce cuts and nicks. It's powerful, yet gentle, just like me.
Dog, I appreciate you.
Boop. Hey, watch out. I'm not ticklish. Get yours at manscaped.com.
We start the second quarter. It's a 40-11 lead for the Snipers as the River Region Generals begin this quarter with the basketball. And they'll start with the triple splashed in by Keon Brown. Big bucket there for the Generals and a good start here to this quarter. Certainly a better start than the first quarter. As that little baby hook shot rolled off the rim for Robinson. But a second chance and the three-pointer too strong. Ball gets knocked out of bounds as Roberts was off to the races there on the fast break. They're going to say it was last touched by the Snipers. And so the Generals retain possession. They'll inbound to underneath their own hoop. Down by 26, just starting the second quarter. Frost. Got fouled. Going after that loose ball, Frost got knocked to the floor. And the ball will remain on this end with the Generals. Hill on the step back, rims in and out. And Granger tips the rebound to himself. On the fast break, that running shot too strong off the glass. But the Snipers steal it back in the backcourt. And they'll get the easy bucket to go up by 28. Now another nice stop for the Snipers on the defensive end. Give and go. But Jackson turns it over. Snipers get the ball back in the backcourt, still cannot convert. Missed a few bunnies on that trip down. Roberts. And a foul called against the Snipers. Due to technical difficulties, we have jumped ahead to third quarter action between the River Region Generals and the Dothan Snipers, as the Snipers get the bucket there inside from Levert Bristol. Snipers were in full control of the first half of this game, as Greer is able to finish around the rim for the Generals. Both teams exchanging buckets. Back inside for Bristol. This time he's double teamed, so Bristol has to get rid of it. Back out to Thomas. Thomas with the teardrop. Can't get it off the glass. Tip up, doesn't fall. And Thomas 0 for 2 on that possession. But he gets the steal defensively, picking the pocket of Roberts from behind. And Thomas is fouled. And on the leak out, the easy lay-in for Brown, as the Generals try to put together a run. Greer with the spin cycle, but couldn't get it to fall in. Extra pass to the corner, but Granger turns it over for the Snipers. The three thrown in by the Generals. Thomas on the drive and kick, but Granger nothing but air on his three-point try. Circus shot does not come close for Roberts. Snipers with possession. Trying to push it up the floor. Bristol with the pass down low. Granger with the finish. Good ball movement by the Snipers to hurry that basketball down the floor 90-plus feet for the lay-in. Brown's pass off the foot of Bristol. Winds up with Roberts, and a foul called as Roberts went driving in the lane. Roberts sticks the free throw. Melton inside for Bristol. Bristol with a nice spin, but couldn't finish. That ball loose, winds up in the hands of Brown in the front court for the Generals. He twirls to the baseline, pulls up, can't connect, tip in doesn't go. But it's out of bounds off of Bristol, and the Generals will keep it here on this end. Awkward looking shot there from Frost. He's going to get bailed out by the whistle. And a foul called against the Snipers. So Jarvis Frost will go to the line here for River Region on this roster along with his brother David. And the first is good. Generals with the theft, but the behind-the-back pass from Greer off the mark. Trying to get fancy as he was attempting to pass it over to Keon Brown. And he skipped it past him out of bounds, so Greer at the steal. And then the turnover. And the Snipers get it back. That shot's going to bounce around and fall in. Snipers getting a lot of the bounces tonight. They've been able to do pretty much whatever they've wanted offensively. As the ball winds up in the hands of Ties, and he puts it in. Running shot off the glass is good. Back-to-back buckets for Robinson. Greer banks it in. Bristol lost the ball out of bounds. Snipers will inbound. And we've reached a timeout here in the third quarter. Snipers in control against the Generals with a timeout on the floor.
When I came home from prison in 2001, I had a tough time finding a job. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? When you get to that part of the application, your heart starts beating fast, your hands become sweaty. It doesn't matter your education or work experience. That's gonna be the determining factor.
What up, man?
What up with you? What's up with you?
Nothing, man.
How you get it, man?
Regular military, got no signs.
I would fill out an application and they tell me that they're not hiring, but they got now hiring signs on the window.
Did that make you go back to doing some of the things that you were doing before?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they force you to.
Set up.
It's like set up. It's systematically set up for you to have to go back. I was 3 years old when the U.S. Marshals came, beat down the door, and got my dad. Maybe like 5 the second time. I just kept asking my mom, like, yo, where's my dad? Where's he at? He would tell my grandmother, I'm not trying to do that no more. I'm trying to get my life right.
What up, boy? What's up with you, boy? Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Being a barber changed my dad. Being able to have a community that he can turn to when he needed something, that helped him a lot.
That was a hard moment for me last year.
All those ups and downs that you've been through, to look at you now, I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to call you my dad, man.
What you just said right there is what it was all about. Everything that I've done was for that. Now I can retire. So I can retire now. Old man still got it.
Ooh, now that look good, man.
Welcome to tonight's presentation of the Pro Basketball Association. If you want pro, you want the PBA.
Out of the timeout, Snipers with the basketball and the 34-point lead here in the third quarter. Generals trying to bring some pressure. And they'll grab the rebound off the miss. Brown having to save the basketball there in the backcourt. And here come the Generals. Nice spin and the finish in the lane by Ties. Still a 32-point deficit for River Region. But the Generals going to get the ball back. Ties. Can't finish after the adjustment. Ball knocked free. Brown with the steal. The lob toss. Oh, unable to convert was Ties at the iron. Three-pointer short for Cole. Rebounded by the Snipers. And the second chance is put in. They've been sniping tonight. And they're up 35 here late in the third. Roberts with the steal to get the ball back, but then turns it over. Greer steals it back. Or, pardon me, I should say Condrey steals it back for the Snipers. That three-pointer airball. But a second chance for the Snipers. And a second three try comes up short. Cole with the rebound, the nice feed, and Condrey with the easy finish. Snipers have been dominant on the glass, and they're able to convert there on the third shot of the possession. Going up 37 now here over River Region. The Euro step from Greer, but unable to convert. And another bucket for Condrey. Taking on two defenders and still able to finish. Snipers up by 39. Ball winds up with Hill, who finishes at the rim. How about that conversion for Robinson? Wasn't even facing the basket. And Ed Robinson able to kiss it in. Snipers knock the ball out of bounds. Generals will keep it. The drive and the kick. And that three-pointer rims in and out. Roberts up the floor for the Generals. Brown's three off the back rim. Fast break for the Snipers. Condrey almost turned it over. And instead gets the assist for Robinson. Almost turned it over twice. But that's the kind of game it's been for the Snipers, everything going their way. They lead by 41, and the Generals take a timeout here in the final minute of the third quarter. Snipers in full control.
Italian Twine offer detail and luxury with styles for both men and women.
I love them. Clean, go good with suits, like you say. Two young brothers, HBCU grads.
It's called Italian Twine. It's just a black-owned watch company, and I'd like to support all black everything.
Also, shout out to Italian Twine for this amazing watch.
This is the one my wife got me. Love this watch, one of my favorite pieces. I always been in the watch, always been collecting watches, man, and I really like this.
The Virginia-based company, founded in 2014, has been featured in Men's Health, The Rob Report, Black Enterprise, Huffington Post, New York Magazine, Cosmopolitan, and more.
The actual band is interchangeable. This is a fire brand, dope watch, man.
Final minute of the third quarter here out of the timeout. And the Generals turn it over. Snipers with the steal. Jackson from the volleyball line couldn't hit the three. Roberts with the left gets it to go. Plus a whistle. Looks like a foul and an and one here for Kyle Roberts. And Roberts finishes the old-fashioned three-point play. That three-pointer comes up short for Morris. Players on the floor, ball loose. Both teams going after it. And I think they're going to gift the timeout. The Snipers trying to call a timeout to save the possession, and it looks like it worked here in the final seconds of the third, and the Snipers already leading by 38. Out of the timeout, final seconds here in the third quarter. Snipers with the ball up 38. Jackson dribbling out the clock. The pull-up three off the side of the rim. And let's see. I believe that'll do it for the third quarter as the ball went out of bounds. The Snipers can't add on to their lead, but they'll head to the fourth. Already up 38 over the Generals.
What happens when everything we know about something changes?
I tell people all the time, this is the best American story you never heard.
We're out hitting the pavement, talking to restaurants, talking to bars.
I don't think of myself as a whiskey salesperson. I want you to know his name.
Drink by drink, we're bringing this story to light.
When we have to step back through the pages of history.
It's so much more than whiskey. It's so much more than a brand. It's a movement.
When we have to make amends and pay respect.
We're honoring the greatest whiskey maker the world never knew. And it's beautiful.
And give credit where credit is due.
Uncle Nearest is the godfather of Tennessee whiskey, and the world needs to know it.
What happens? We do it. Uncle Nearest, it's more than whiskey.
Start the fourth quarter with the Snipers leading the Generals 94-56. It's a 38-point lead. And the Snipers turn it over on the opening possession of the frame. Roberts turns the corner, passes into the corner. That three-pointer rims out for McDaniel. Good bounce pass down low from Morris, and Bristol reaps the benefits for the lay-in. Snipers with a 40-point edge for the first time tonight. That running shot clanks in for Roberts off the glass. Nice feed down low. Second chance, though, for the Snipers as they could not convert the first time. Morris comes up empty on his second shot of the possession as well. Three-pointer is splashed in by Frost. Looked like that air ball, or I should say that free throw was airballed by Robinson. So makes one of two. It's a 36-point game. Turnaround for Greer, muscled in. Nice post move there by Jack Greer. Turnaround. Short. Tip up. Doesn't go twice. Winds up back with Robinson. Fighting for possession of the lane, and a jump ball called as Robinson got tied up. And off the jump, it's eventually controlled by the Generals. Roberts with the finger roll converts. Foul call down low on that take by the Snipers. And the free throw good on the first one here from Morris. And Morris sinks both. Morris turns it over, stolen away by the Generals. Roberts finishes with the left. And hanging out down the floor is Ed Robinson for the easy lay-in there for the Snipers, getting behind the defense. That puts the Snipers into triple digits. With 101 points scored tonight, they're up 34. And now they get the steal. A finish down low. Robinson taking over the game here for the Snipers in the fourth quarter. So he'll now get called for a reaching in foul. Following the foul, the Generals inbound to Roberts. Frost for three, off the back rim. And rebounded by the Snipers with Trey Jackson. The elbow jump. Rims off. Second effort, up and good. Bristol with the putback, and the Snipers continue to dominate the glass. They're up by 38 here in the fourth. Brown, double teamed, bounces off for Roberts. Driving a kick, corner three for Greer is sunk. Bullseye from Jack Greer. As the layup on the other end goes for Morris, getting right to the rack. Roberts streaking to the 10, can't convert. And the pace of play picking up here from both sides. Jackson dumps down low for Bristol, who flips it in. Too easy for the Snipers, who now have 109 points and are up by 39. Little up and under move for Brown. Created some space, but still couldn't finish the shot down low. And now Brown will get called for the foul there on the rebound. Spun Cole to the ground. Final 5 minutes of this one. Snipers up 39. Good ball movement. And Cole gets the lay-in. Snipers looking like the 80s Celtics. Passing around the ball without using a dribble. Pull up three for Roberts, who's high arcing but off the mark. And a timeout on the floor. 4:34 to go, and the Snipers finishing out what is currently a 41-point lead here over the Generals.
Tour be lit. First of all, to even be on tour, you gotta be one of the super duper flies.
People in Atlanta, they love Slutty Vegan, but like outside of Atlanta, it's crazy.
The adrenaline rush that you get from it is amazing.
We do celebrity events, casting calls, video shoots.
When they say it's fresh and ready to go, like it's fresh and ready to go. We do it all ourselves. No machines, no nothing. We literally just got flat tops, grills, and fryers.
Being on the road and being on tour specifically, it's like you're a celebrity.
Been to Boston, Tampa, Alabama a few times, North Carolina.
The fact that we are able to travel together is like a whole different relationship.
I like to call us like we're like Fast and Furious, right? Like it's, we're on the road. We're not in expensive cars or muscle cars, but we're in a big giant yellow truck.
If somebody's got it and they're special and you see it, and you want to work somewhere where you can just be yourself, this is the place. We make good tip money, you get to meet all types of people, and it's fun.
Out of the timeout, a quick whistle there on the inbounds. And Bristol drew the foul down low, so Lavert Bristol will head to the line for the Snipers. Already up by 41 here in the final 5 minutes of this game. It's a 42-point lead for the Snipers. Greer's three is put through. Good ball movement again from the Snipers. Gets the wide open layup from Bristol. They work that ball around well. Fighting for the rebound, and Thomas comes away with it for the Snipers. Jackson lobs it ahead towards the rim, and it could not be handled by Neal, who lost it out of bounds. Greer over to Roberts. And Roberts got tripped up by Neal. So Neal gets called for the foul. Roberts at the line and hits the first. Thomas turns it over. Stolen away by Frost. Roberts going past the whole defense but could not finish. And it looks like they did call a late foul there. We've had some late whistles tonight, and this one will send Kyle Roberts to the line. Got to the rim in impressive fashion on that strong take, going through the entire defense and then could not convert. But he was wrong. And Roberts hits the first. Yeah, Roberts makes both. Greer with the steal. Greer goes coast to coast for the finish and the foul. An and one for Jack Greer. Free throw rims out for Greer, so could not convert the three-point play. But still an impressive finish nonetheless. Generals still trail by 39, however. And a foul called against the Generals on the defensive end. Some chippiness after the whistle. Officials trying to sort out the extracurricular here with just over 3 minutes to play, and the Snipers up by more than 30 points. And the free throw for Granger, good. Foul called against Melton. As the Snipers thought they had a steal and a fast break, instead this will lead to free throws for the Generals. So after the Hill foul shots, the Snipers are up by 37 in the final 3 minutes of this game. Cross-court pass from Melton. Extra pass to the corner, and it pays off. Three-pointer's good. Thomas with the triple. Pull up three, short for Hill. And now a steal. McDaniel intercepted that pass for the Generals, and a foul in the backcourt against Condrey. .9 lead for the Snipers, who have been in full command of this game and have led throughout. They hit a three-pointer on the very first possession off the opening tip and have never looked back, leading ever since as Thomas continues to add on. And the Snipers, up by 41, now get a steal. Their largest lead of the night. And a chance for more. There it is. Another three for the Snipers. And they've just been lights out tonight, up by 44. Greer's deep three, airball. Thomas lobs it, and it couldn't be handled. Neal let that ball slip out of bounds. So the Snipers turn it over. And a foul is going to be called. And the free throw's good for Roberts. Thomas pulls it out. Now his three-pointer is off the front rim, but it's rebounded by the Snipers. Little double pump in the finish from Morris. Roberts thought about the three, instead goes inside for Greer. Greer trying to make something happen, and does, scooping it off the window. Final minute of this game. And a foul out on the perimeter. So Octavius Thomas will go to the line with just 48 seconds remaining. Thomas hits that free throw. It's a 46-point lead for the Snipers, and they get a steal. Alley-oop time, and again, cannot convert. The Thomas pass was off the mark. Roberts open for three, rims in and out. Hill, put back, finds the bottom of the net. And that ball got poked out of bounds with 30 seconds remaining. Thomas gets the foul call on that drive to the rim. Free throw good for Thomas. Roberts brings it up. That three-pointer pops out for Hill. Final seconds of this one. Deep three for Cole off the side rim. Thomas. Alley-oop, and it can't be thrown down by Neal. Three-pointer, though, dropped in by Morris as the exclamation point to cap off a dominating performance by the Snipers from start to finish. They scored on the very first possession and never looked back, as the Snipers were in full control of this one and beat the River Region Generals tonight, 135-87. You've been watching PBA Basketball here on Triangle Media by 1891.